Welcome to the Keep the Faith podcast. I am your host, Tori. Hope everyone is doing well today. I have Miss Brandy Brand. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say Brandy. Pronounce your name because I want to mess it up. I call her
Brandy
Brandy Brand.
Clementia.
And listen, I have been trying to get her on for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Finally, time out of her busy schedule to spend some time with me. Tell everyone before we get started, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Brandy. It's actually Brandy Party, but I use Brandy Clementia because that's my business name. I own two businesses, Extraordinary Shades, by Brandy Clementia, and then I also own Everything She Loves LLC for the unique and extraordinary woman.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. What made you decide on that particular title for your business?
Wow. um, I'll say everything she loved. I definitely wanted it to be something unique, different, one of a kind. One because that is who I am. I'm unique, different, and one of a kind. And it pretty much is about the woman that don't fit in. I've always been one that I didn't, really ever fit in. And at the time, I thought that it was an issue, a problem, or whatever. But as I gotten older and more wiser and was really starting to come into who Brandy was, I found out that it's okay to stand out, to be unique, to be extraordinary, and to be different.
I love that. I love
Yes,
that. And
yes.
how long have you had your business?
So I've had everything she loved for about 4 or 5 years now. And I also had my sunglass business, which is Extraordinary Shades, which used to be called Queen of Shades. I've had that for about the same time. So yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while, for quite a while now.
And I must say that you are very creative. As a matter of fact, I'm a client. Or customer.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank
Listen,
you.
y'all take a picture. Y'all take a picture with my shades.
Yes. So
I'm
yes,
just,
yes,
I'm just
yes.
giving y'all some poses so y'all could take a picture with my shades.
Yes, take a picture. Yes, yes. So so
And of
silly.
course, you are very, very creative. The style of shades that you do are very, very unique.
Thank
So,
you.
and of course, today we have a particular topic that we're going to be talking about today. Do you remember what the topip is? This is a
Yes,
topic that you chose.
and embracing who women are, embracing um who women are. I'm sorry.
You're
Yes.
fine. So, what made you choose that particular topic?
I'll say for me, because I really believe that we as women, we need to embrace who we are more. We need to really, how can I say it? Ah, I think I'm a little nervous too, but but I one thing I'll say is I know that women is my ministry, and I'm always trying to empower them and to encourage them to embrace who they are, not trying to be like anybody else, but just being comfortable in their own skin. And one of my very favorite words is, oh Lord, being your own kind of beautiful while learning how to love yourself, which is eventually will probably end up being like a book, a journal, or something. But just embracing and having the confidence in who you are, not trying to be like anybody else, not trying to do it like anybody else, but just being you and embracing who you are, who God is creating and making you to be. So,
Now, what
yeah.
does that look? What does that look like when you see a woman? How would you describe a woman that's actually embracing who she is, as opposed to someone who's not embracing who they are?
Ooh, that's good, Tori. I would say she is focused. I'll say that. She's focused. She is on her grind. She's not allowing anything, any type of disturbance. She's not allowing anything to get in her way of her embracing who she is and falling through to the things that she needs to do for her. And so I guess that's how I would identify her is, her just being comfortable in her own skin, knowing who exactly she is and being comfortable with doing it her way. And, so that's what I would say.
And of course, she's actually, would you say, confident as well?
Definitely confident. Definitely.
Listen,
Yes.
confidence and not cocky.
Yes. Confident and not cocky, because I do not like that. I said, listen, I was just saying to someone, I said, there's two different types of bougie. There's nasty bougie, and then there's confident bougie. Confident bougie. And so I don't like the word bougie or whatever, but I definitely like the word confident and knowing exactly who you are and embracing that.
So if you're in a room filled with women,
Mm-hmm.
are you able to categorize the women who are embracing who they are and the women who are not? Are you able to pretty much tell if they are embracing who they are?
I believe so. Yes. Yes, because I just feel like they'll have such a how can I of such a vibe about themselves or whatever, and so I would say yes. I would
Okay.
definitely say yes.
Now, what advice would you give to someone who is finding it difficult to embrace who they are and they're finding it difficult to love who God created them to be?
Ooh, that's so good. That is so good because that used to be me. I would say to continue to pray, continue to ask God to show you exactly who it is that you are. And when he does that, because he's going to do it, when he does that, to really embrace it, embrace who you are. I think I'm so serious when I say this. I really feel like a lot of women, they try to be like some of these celebrities and they're trying to be like this person and that person. And it's hard for them to really embrace who they are. And so I just think that it's important that they definitely have a prayer life, because that's what I had to do. I'm telling you, I was a young lady who my self-esteem was so low, so low that I'm serious, like just low. And I had to really get a personal relationship with God. That's what built my confidence and my self-worth about myself. I couldn't how can I put it? I couldn't, do it because other people were saying, "Oh girl, you worthy," or whatever. I didn't believe that. And so I had to go on my own self love journey for myself to really find out who it is that God said that I was and to believe it. Because people can tell us that we are something, but if we don't believe it, that's the thing. You got to believe who it is, who you are, and who God is saying that you are. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. He didn't make any mistake when he created you. When he made you just the way that he needed you to be for you and whoever you're going to inspire or encourage or uplift. But yes, I just believe taking that time to get a relationship with Christ and getting on that self-love journey. And I believe that that's how it starts. That's how it starts.
And I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of times I hear people say this all the time. Well, I hear people say that I'm beautiful. I hear people say that I'm confident. I hear people say I'm glow. But if you don't believe it, then guess what? They
Mm-hmm.
can say it and say it so they're blue in the face. But if you
Yes.
don't believe it within, then guess what? It's not going to happen. Because
Mm-hmm.
just like you, I've struggled as well. I've had low self-esteem. I would do things a lot of times because of my low self-esteem. And
Mm-hmm.
you're absolutely right. It takes having a personal relationship with God. Now, let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you this question. As you was talking, this is a particular question that popped into my head. How do you think social media has had an effect on not only women but just people in general, with them being able to embrace who they are? Because a lot of times we'll see things on social media and we'll find ourselves, I know I have in the
Mm-hmm.
past,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find yourself comparing yourself to others.
Right.
How do you think social media has had an effect on us as people in regard is in with it having us to struggle embracing who we are as as who God called us to be?
Mm-hmm. I will say that a lot of that stuff on social media is just that. It's the stuff that's on social media. I'm so serious because I don't believe that a lot of those things are real that's on there. And here it is, we're looking at, this woman and she looked like she got it going on. And not saying that she doesn't, but she looked like she got it going on and this looked like it's working for her and that's working for her. And even if it is or isn't, that's why I say it's so important to get on that self-love journey with you and God. So when you do see things like that, you will not allow that to trigger you or to make you feel like, well, dang, I wish I looked it like that, or I wish I had what she had, or what that person had, or they got this or that. It's so important to go on your own journey with God, um, to embrace who you are. The only other thing I could say is don't follow certain people. If you know that it's going to trigger you and make you feel some type of way, I would only um, continue to follow people that I know will embrace me, will encourage me, will uplift me, or whatever, to be myself, to be my own self, not trying to be what anybody else is doing. And so that's what I would say. But I really feel like a lot of that stuff on social media is exactly that. It's on social media.
Right. And then a lot of
Yes.
times people are going to highlight the good parts and then they're going to make it look better than what it actually is. Now,
Right.
this is another thing that I thought about. I don't know if I've seen this, I saw people post pictures where it actually changed it changed their look. And I think it's called the Remedy app or something like that. And it
Mm-hmm.
changed their look. And people that did the Remedy app and they're posting these pictures, I feel as if, and this is not for everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
people that did the Remedy app, it's like I feel like it's a trick of the enemy
Yes.
for you to make you think that you are not good enough the way you are.
Right. Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because like
Mm-hmm.
some of the pictures, I was like, wait a minute now. I just saw them. What? I was confused for a minute. I saw a lot of people post. I'm like, wait a minute. They
Right.
like
And it's
so
making them look lighter and all of that. Yeah.
making them a little lighter, thinner. I seen some guys that were muscular. I'm like, wait a minute. But I think it's like it's not helping us to embrace who we are, who God created us to be, because you're presenting an image that you're not. We have
Right.
to be
Right.
we have to be happy and content with the way He made us. For example, I'll share this and I'll be transparent. There was
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times where I would, like I said, I would make those comparisons to people on social media. Like, I'm not thin enough, or sometimes I didn't think I was curvy enough. And I would compare myself. Not only that, but as you can see, I don't have a wig on today, but I got this crinkly, curly hair. And I
Right.
was
Uh-huh.
like, and I had trouble with embracing it. And like, I thought that I would have to change my image to present myself. But now I'm finding out people that truly know me. That's like, Tori, be who you are. And then sometimes when I do my podcast, sometimes, I'm from the South. So I can be really country sometimes. And by being country, sometimes I say the most country's word. They're like, Tori, that's why people, you are who you are, and you don't pretend to be something that you're not. So that's why people they embrace you as you are. But we have to be mindful of people. If we have to be around people and we have to change who we are, then guess what? That's not our tribe.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's really not. Like if we feel that we got to be around certain people to look like they look and to act like they act, and then yeah, that's not my circle.
And how important is it? Speaking of circles and speaking of tribes, how important is it for you to be around people that are going to motivate you, encourage you, pray for you, and influence you? How important is that to you? Because I was listening to something earlier today, and it was called, I think the title was Disconnecting from Toxic People. Because a lot of times we can be around people, we know God, but sometimes we feel as though, even though we know God, that we can be around everybody, but that is not the case.
No, it's
Sometimes
not.
we have to disconnect from certain people. So how important is that to you, being around people that are going to support you, encourage you, and most importantly, and pray for you. And then too, you have to have people that are understanding, because what if you may have had a rough day, and there's sometimes when you can't take every call, you can't answer every
Mhm.
text message, and you have to have people that are understanding. Well, maybe she's busy. Maybe she don't feel that time, or maybe she's at work. But you have those people. Wait a minute, why you didn't answer my call? Why you didn't answer my
Mhm.
text? I've had people to literally do that to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, see what's going on first. So how
Right.
important is it for you to have people that encourage you, support you, and like I'm saying, most importantly, pray for you?
I would say for me, that is very important. And it's so funny that you brought that up because I just moved here to Atlanta, Georgia. And as I was going through that process, I ended up losing a lot of people that I thought was my friend, that I thought that would always be there with me, and different things. But I noticed that the more we grow, the more God will begin to remove certain people and he will begin to add new ones. And so I think for me right now, I'm in that transition where he has moved a lot of the old people out of my life and he's now bringing in new people. And so I would say that is very important. Right now, it's just like I think I'm just on my own journey with just me and God. Because I won't even sit here and say that I have a lot of friends, besides yourself and a couple other people that I may call friends or sisters or whatever. But it's very important to me to make sure I'm around the right people and to make sure that I have some that are more wiser than I am, that's more smarter than I am, that's making better, even more moves than I may be making. So they will be able to, help me and to encourage me to do the same thing or whatever. So it's very important, but it's even more important in this season of my life that it's the right people. And anybody that the Lord is removing, peace, deuces, bye. Because my
Right.
thing is, I feel like those people in my life have served their purpose, and if He's not allowing them to stay around, then it's definitely for a reason. So
Mm,
yes,
that's really good. And I'm glad you said that, because I have found myself where the handwriting has been on the wall with, Tori, you need to let this person go, or you need to disconnect this person. But I was so concerned about, well, I'm going to hurt that person's feelings.
yep, mm-hmm,
I don't know if they're going to receive it, that type of thing. And sometimes I'm in a season of my life where you just got to be okay with telling some folks bye, because you got to
right.
understand everybody cannot go where God is taking you.
No, they cannot.
Oh
As you
my.
see, that our power keep going in and out because we are having a bad storm right now.
Oh wow.
Of all days. So
Well,
yes, or whatever.
well, listen, I'm not gonna hold you since you got a storm coming, but I want you to hang on before we disconnect. I want you to hang on a second, but we're gonna cut it short because I don't want you to be on while it's storming. But listen,
Yes.
um, tell us once again the name of your business, and if anybody wants to reach out to you, how can they get in contact with you? Your social media handles, and also can they request personalized shades and earrings? Because you do so much. So,
Yes, I do. And I'm working on so many new things too. So yes, if you would like to purchase anything from Extraordinary Shades or Everything She Loved, you can find us on Facebook under Brandy Clementia. And then you can also find me on Instagram under Brandy Clementia. You can also order by phone, which is 404-451-3670, or by email, Everything She Loved by Brandy. No, Everything She Loved 21. I'm sorry. Everything She Loves 21 at gmail.com. So, yes, and I make everything. Everything is personalized. I make all types of jewelry, earrings, glasses, you name it, I can make it. And I definitely ship to everyone all over the United States. Yes. And Tori with her amazing flat tops on, with her pink trim at the top. Yes, I did those. Yes, yes, yes. So
I love
silly.
my shade. I love my shades. I love my shade. And matter of fact, I should have put my other ear because I got some beautiful butterflies that she did as well.
Yes. Yes.
So just make sure at the end of the live, just make sure you post a link as well in the comment section so people
Mm-hmm.
can reach out to you as well. Any final
Absolutely.
thoughts, any final words of encouragement that you may want to share with anyone, whatever God placed on your heart, whether it be some words of encouragement to empower people, to encourage women, to empower
Yes.
themselves, maybe words to empower someone who may be thinking about starting a business, whatever God placed on your heart to share. Say some final words before we end the podcast.
Yes, I would definitely say to embrace who you are. It's so important that you do that. If you do not have a relationship with Christ, that you definitely get that. That is very, very important. Even before starting a business, if you are someone that wants to start a business, you need him. I'm just going to be honest because he is literally the CEO of my business. He is the one that give me the ideals. He is the one that ministered to me to be able to make beautiful items for you all. And so, yes, I would definitely say that you need to get that relationship with Christ and to learn how to be your own kind of beautiful, not anybody else's, but to learn how to be your own kind of beautiful and to embrace who you are, because who you are, God has created for you to be, and He is not finished with you yet.
Oh, I like that. That just
Yes.
ministered to me.
Yes.
You guys, I'm gonna let Miss Brandy go because it's storming, so I don't want to take up too much time or too much of her time. But as I always end each podcast, I tell you guys, no matter what you go through in this thing called life, you may bend, but don't you dare break. And we will definitely have Miss Brandy on so many times in the future. You know what? It took a
Yes.
while to get her, but we're definitely gonna have her again. Because matter of fact, when I bring her back, I'm gonna have her showcase some of her items. So
Yes. That will be awesome.
we're gonna talk about that. But you guys have a great evening. You guys take care and be blessed. And remember to always keep the faith. We're out. Peace.